Ahoy, Captains! Welcome back to another Skull and Bones video. This is part 4 of my coverage of Season 3, so make sure you go back and check out those other parts. Links are in the description, and thanks for watching. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, this first couple mission we want to go on is Faction War. It's going to have us do, and we want to sink a couple captains and collect some war assets. So how I did this is I went to a contested area here, and I went and plundered the Grand Fort, or a fort if you're the other faction. And this, by doing this, this drew out the captains that I needed to sink, and I acquired the war assets pretty quickly by doing this. Alright, there you see, that part's done. Alright, next, we need to go speak to the faction broker in St. Anne or Telok. That's just right up here past the blacksmith, kind of across from where death tides are. Right over here, and this is going to unlock access to our faction war rewards. Alright. Based on what faction we picked, the premise of the whole faction war is to try to gain as many war assets for our chosen faction as we can to be the victors at the end of each battle period and by the end of the season. And so how we want to gain as many war assets as we can is that we want to farm these war events that are going on around our map and around the world here. There's 3 to pick from, as far as I found. We have Fort Defense, we have War Cargo, and we have Royal War Convoy. Alright, the first one we're going to check out here is War Cargo. Basically has us traveling to a location in the contested area of the other faction, and we're going to be picking up a cargo here, and we just want to deliver it to the location, try to get past these enemies that are going to be trying to sink us the whole time. Then we're going to go ahead and dock, and this is going to give us 400 war assets for completing this war event. So pretty good. So farm this one continuously. Alright, so the next war event we're going to be covering is the Royal War Convoy. Just like any other convoy, you want to sink all the ships that are in the convoy, and that's basically it. This will give us 200 war assets for completing this quest, or this event. Alright, next up is Fort Defense, where we're going to have to fend off enemy ships for 5 waves of enemy attacks, enemy bombardment. So do this with in a party, works the best. Alright, next, moving on in our seasonal journey. It took me a long time to actually find these quests and where to activate them, where to find them. We can find them at the faction broker in St. Anne, I believe, after we've completed the first faction war quest.
You look like someone who can crush.
So we'll go talk to him. And here we can find contested tides, season supply, oaths unspoken, and hunting the past. Which should, besides defeating Lepest and Vikram and plundering Fort Wolvenhall, then that'll be it. So we'll be covering the rest of that in the rest of this video. Okay, contested tides has us sailing to a contested territory and sinking warships from the opposing faction. Alright. Season supply has us earning 500 war assets. Should be pretty easy by doing any of the war events. Next is hunting the past, which you can earn any companion military relic by plundering Fort Deleu or any of the companion forts. Last oaths unspoken. Help your faction to win a fort defense or a war convoy war event. All right. All these can be completed by pretty much doing any of the war events that are around and contributing to your faction. Alright, for contested tides, we need to go around and sink 5 opposing factions' commander warships. So we can do that pretty easily. Next up is season supply, and I just completed a war cargo event to complete this quest. Not too difficult. Pretty straightforward. Alright, next was hunting the past, and I already acquired some military relics from plundering forts. You plunder like Fort Deleuze, any companion fort, to get these military relics, and I delivered it to Houston Captain. Alright. Next, for Oaths Unspoken. I completed the war event fort defense to complete that one. Oh my gosh, look at that whale. Whales are good luck in this game. Alright. Let's see what we've unlocked so far. We're at 53%. We've completed contested tides. We've completed season supply. We've completed hunted past. And we've completed Oaths Unbroken. Some toxic damage. Definitely all these nodes are super helpful. We get all these perks till the end of the season, so happy about that as well. Alright, let's move on to the Wolves Hollow and sinking the Pest and sinking Vikram and completing this seasonal journey. Alright, first up is the Wolves Hollow. And all you have to do is start a call to arms from your map, and then you're going to join in with other captains to this event. So I did that, completed that, unlocked the next node on our seasonal journey tree. Bombard damage, definitely. Long gun damage, definitely. Alright, next, sinking the Pest. Still looking forward to unlocking the Sloop of War. So I could be just like the Pest himself. Alright, to complete these ones, we need to go, turn in our bounty here to Blackwood.
With all the pies Mr. Tullian has his hands in, his demands will only grow.
Mortar damage. Torpedo damage. Alright, next let's go sink Vikram. Like I said, just find these boss's location in the map, start a call to arms, and then you're good to go.
What you want about?
Alright, return to
I think I've
Blackwood and
remembered
turn
meeting
in
a
this
prissy-eyed
bounty.
pirate like yourself before. With all the pies Mr. Tullian has his hands in, his demands.
And that should just about do it for the missions that we have to complete on our seasonal journey skill tree here. So we can go through, purchase all the nodes. Alright, 3% to damage to cannon damage. And so this is kind of funny. It says that this is all completed, right? So it says it's 97% completed, not 100% completed. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's kind of funny there. Okay, one mission that I forgot to cover here that you can find at the blacksmith is Dare to Ascend. And all you have to do is ascend any equipment that you have that you want to upgrade. And so go ahead and do that. And that's just about it for Season 3 so far.
You must enjoy my surly company then.
Yep, just keep helping out your faction, continuing to get those war assets, contribute, and try to win this faction war for your faction. Upgrade and unlock the Smuggler's Pass so we can get the Sloop of War and get that unlocked. And just start decimating and poisoning all the captains and all the other enemies that we find. I'd say I've certainly had a great time so far this season with all the new content and all the new events there is to do. They really did a good job, so thank you, Skull and Bones team. Alright, let's check out some of these prizes that we unlock this first round. We get some upgrade parts, we get some ascension modules, and we get some fully upgraded weapons here. The Endless Requiem. We got fully upgraded, reduces reload time by 10%, and double on soul mending. I think that's like a 14.4 every time, so that's really good. Cascade coil bench, piece of furniture, and looks like a Seafire version of a lightning version of the Seafire weapon. So Heavenly Thunder, that's going to be fun. Use and upgrade. Hopefully it's better than the regular Seafire. And what else do we get in this? We got the Laden Volt Array. Enhances lightning weapons and storm-struck status effects. Alright, sweet. Pretty good stuff for this first round. Go DMC. Let's get all those war assets. Let's win this first round of the faction war. And yeah, let's turn out on top, DMC. So keep grinding, keep farming. And thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other previous videos covering Season 3 and this seasonal journey so far. I've hoped you kept up, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you out on the high seas.